Good morning, dear students. Today we are entering into the Unit 5 of your Communicative English syllabus, which is covering the same LSRW skills. And in the listening and speaking skills, we'll talk about group discussion, which is a very important topic. And then in reading and writing session, we'll talk about reading diagrammatic information like interpretations, maps, graphs, and pie charts. And then I'll also teach you about writing short essays using language of comparison and contrast. Then in grammar, you'll talk about voice that shows a relationship between tenses and voice. So let's get started with the group discussion, which is a very important topic. What is group discussion? Where have you heard about this term? You maybe if your niece, a cousin, or anybody like that, if your brother or sister, somebody like that, if they have attended an interview, you must have come across this term called group discussion. Or in your schools, maybe if they've talked about soft skills, this must have been familiar to you. A group discussion is where a topic is given to a group of people and they are able to come up with their matters of facts and matters of information that is given to them. So that's about group discussion, and that's a very important topic with reference to the career. In career oriented sessions, that's very important. So what is group discussion and where it begins? Group discussion need not be daunting. Just go back to the times when you sat around the table in a restaurant and discussed the matter of interest with your friends. Even at home, sitting with the family and sharing a meal could also be an interesting time for discussion. So, group discussion is having a different context in different levels. It can be in a formal or informal. For example, you sit with your friends over a cup of tea, and when you discuss different matters of information, that even becomes a group discussion. Or when you sit with your family for a dinner or a meal, and you talk about various things and you come up with different ideas and suggestions, that can also be called group discussion in an informal way. Okay, but a formal group discussion is totally different from an informal group discussion. That the scenario and the place it takes place and the way you communicate, everything will be different from the formal and informal discussion. So what happens in a formal group discussion when interview and some things like that come? Okay, so for example, if you are getting inside for an interview panel, there will be number of sessions for you. Personal interview will be there, group discussion will be there, or maybe written exam may also be there. Okay, so in the personal, there will be one-to-one communication between the interviewer and the interviewee. Interviewee is you, and interviewer is the organization chief or whatever, whomever, HR or whatever they may be. So you'll have a personal communication. Then written exam, the questions will be given and you will be able to answer. Group discussion, that's a very important part of the interview session. So in that, you'll be seated in a conference hall or whatever hall it may be. Then the interviewer or the HR will give you a topic, give you in the sense that give the group a topic, and each one has to come up with their suggestions and ideas and what do they know about that particular topic. So here comes the crux of the whole discussion. If you don't know anything about the topic, you need not keep quiet and you need not sit in the corner knowing telling that I don't know anything, so I cannot talk. That should not be scenario. That's very negative. Then if you know, for example, if the topic is very easy for you and you have prepared for it, you need not barge in front of everybody, and you need not shout, and you need not come up with all these ideas and suggestions which other has to say. That's also wrong. So both these extremes are wrong. You must not be very quiet, you must not be pulling and pushing and shouting like that. That's very wrong. So how you should be, if the topic, for example, take the example of COVID-19. If the topic is given as COVID-19, that's a very familiar topic for you. How you have to mentally prepare yourself. How am I going to answer? How am I going to put forward my views? You have to arrange it in a sequential manner, but you can't day all day long for this organization point in your mind should be very quick. it should be very quick, and you should be able to arrange it in sequential order in your mind, and you must be able to give out your points by raising your hand or whatever they say. This is the scenario when it comes to group discussion. So you must not lose your calm, you must not lose your patience in any way. If your point is being, whatever you wanted to say is said by someone else, you have to prepare yourself for the next point. You must not feel bad. Oh my god, I only thought about this point and that person said. You must not be taken, you must not be taken up by that circumstance, and it must not pull you down. Even if your whatever you prepared is said by someone else, you have to prepare an alternative and come up with the idea. That is called as uh, the using your senses. That is using your common sense. That is how you should be when you face the group discussion session. You must not feel bad. Whatever I thought she has said, whatever I thought he has said, what will I come up? That blankness should not come. You must be calm. For that only, I'm telling you time and again, whatever happens in your life, give 2 minutes gap for it. Then your mind will be clear for the next idea. Come up always with 10 or 12 points for any topic, and arrange it in a sequential order, and tell it one by one in a very clear, presentable, and in a very neat way. All these are tips I can give for the group discussion. Let's move forward. What about the formal discussion? As you get ready for professional life, you should be able to participate in a discussion. Discussion is the lifeline of creative and progressive organization. And discussions are very, very important when it comes to companies like HR or some company. In many companies, this discussion is very, very important. Even people discuss, it is not that always you must give your point or always you must keep mum. Whenever you have an opportunity, please open your mouth and talk. Even in a live session, when you have an opportunity, that is also like discussion. You have to come up with your questions, you have to come up with your doubts, you have to come up with your clarification, you have to have that interaction uh, with the person concerned. Only then we will know you are there. So the discussion is very, very, very important. That is the lifeline of the creative and progressive organization. Being creative and innovative is very, very important. You must not always bring up with the old, same old points, very, very ancient ideas and very traditional methods. That will not work. You always have to be very innovative, newness in your thinking. That should be always your idea. But equally important is your ability to communicate your ideas in a group without feeling inhibited or without being too aggressive and offending others. This is what I told you. Okay, so you must not offend others. No, no, what she said is wrong. What I am telling is only right. That is not the way you say. uh, from her point of view, she may be right, but it is my idea that. That's how you politely start your communication. You must not say, whatever they said is all wrong, whatever I'm saying only is right. That is not the way you will say. That is very negative of you. That will give negative markings only for you. So, even if you don't agree with other points, there is a way. There is a way. That is where we talked about in your unit 4. We talked about giving and giving opinions, giving suggestions. We studied one chapter. No, there I must have told you the way you will formally and informally agree or disagree with others' viewpoint. That's from there you can take ideas for this particular chapter. Okay, then participation in group discussion is indeed a skill. While arguments due to disagreements might be accepted, forgiven by friends and family, it is totally unacceptable in formal discussion. For example, even if you offend your mother or even if you offend your father in front of a group, they will not mind it. Some parents will mind it. Generally, parents don't mind it because it's their own kid, they will not take it very seriously. But this cannot be the case in the company. You cannot offend anybody and just ask sorry. Oh, sorry, that day I was in a very upset mood. That's why I shouted at you. No, that's not the way at all. That's not the way you talk in a formal group. In the formal group, you have to be very, very polite. That is the key for your success. You have to be polite, you have to be patient, you cannot barge in, you must not show your anger, you must not show your feelings in front of everybody. That is not the emotional space at all. It's your family, not your organization. You have to keep all these things in your mind very, very carefully. Okay, coming to the main idea, GD is group discussion. Is a methodology, or in a simple language, it may be called an interview process or a group activity that is used as one of the best tools to select the prospective candidate for a job or a seat in an institute of higher learning. So this I said. Then, how is GD conducted? In this methodology, a group of candidates is given a topic or situation, given a few minutes to think about the same, and then asked to discuss the topic among themselves for 15 to 20 minutes. So, this is what I said in the introduction session. So, how you are given a topic and you are given time, and then you have to discuss about the topic. And it's very useful tool to screen the candidate's potential and skill. Yes. How does GD work in terms of assessment? In group discussion is handy because evaluation is on comparative basis. In one-to-one interview or pen to paper test, this kind of comparative evaluation is not so easy. GD as a methodology is effective in gauging whether candidate has the required personality traits and skills, because in all situations this group discussion will evaluate you, your emotional quotient, your knowledge quotient, your intelligent quotient, everything it will judge and give you the correct result. So in that 15 to 20 minutes, the person who wants to employ you will decide whether I want to take this person or not. So the performance in GD is very, very, very important. GD evaluation is done by subject experts based on the discussion. At the end of discussion, a report is prepared based on the observations of the expert. Nobody will come in. For example, even if you're fighting in the group discussion, nobody will come in and settle that dispute. They will watch, they will observe. You don't know when you enter into the company for an interview or anything, you don't know who is watching, but somebody will be watching each and every movement of yours. What are you doing? Are you very nervous? Are you very this I can take the example of this Velekaran movie. There the Shivakarthikeyan will be with this Fahad Fasil, and they will be seated in that interview waiting area. And that person, Fahad Faisal, is the actually he is the manager, he is the HR, and he will be also seated with the candidates, and he will be watching each and everybody. So this is the right example. So that's how interview will be. Maybe somebody will be there itself. I'm not telling in all interview panel the HR will be sitting along with you. I'm not telling that. I'm telling you for an example that may also happen. If you are fidgeting, if you are just pulling your dupatta, arranging, pulling your hair, doing this and that will not show you as a pleasant girl. So I'm telling you how to carry yourself in a very, very decent way. Then some of the personality traits the GD is trying to gauge you, maybe your communication skill. That's the first skill that will be tested in the GD. Then your interpersonal, how you communicate with each other. Then your leadership skill. How, for example, if there is a problem, if you are able to solve it in a right way, your leadership skill will be shown. How you are motivating others and how you are motivating yourself. Then your team building skill, if you're able to join in a group and if you're able to build a team out of that, and if you're able to bring out successful result in that 15-20 minutes, that will show your team building skill, and it will show your analytical and logical thinking skill, your reasoning ability, if you're thinking out of the box. Always if you're thinking in the same direction, that is not something very creative. If you're thinking out of the box, that will be that will be very beneficial. Then how you're initiative, how you're assertive, how you're flexible, how you're creative, how ability to think on one speed. What is your ability to think on one speed? So you have to, for example, you have to place yourself in other person's position. If you are able to assess others, that is being sympathetical and empathetical. If you're able to feel the other feel how the other person feels, that is the great success. Then why do organizations prefer GD as a method of testing and evaluation? Why is it so? After putting a candidate through a session where candidate's technical knowledge and conceptual skill is tested, Institute put the candidates to next level of testing, which is GD. The objective is to get to know the candidate as a person and gauge how well he or she will fit their institute. Because whatever a person's technical skill might be, he or she has to be a team player. Because you're not going to work as an individual. You have to work with subordinate, you have to work with your manager, you have to work with your CEO. You are going to work in a group, in a team only you're going to work. So how are you performing in a team? That's why interviews prefer group discussions much. How do you shine in the group discussion? That's very, very important. Okay, GD evaluates how you can function as a part of the team. As a manager or as a member of an organization, you will be always working in a team. Therefore, how you interact in a team becomes very important criterion for your selection. Managers have to work in a team and get best results of the teamwork. That is the reason why management institutes include GD as a component of selection procedure. To summarize, to summarize, companies conduct group discussion after the written test to assess your interactive skill, how good you are in communication with people, your behavior, how open-minded you are in accepting views contrary to your own. For example, somebody tells something opposite to you, how do you take it? Are you offended immediately? Are you taking revenge on them by offending them again? So these are all things they'll be judging. Participation, if you are an active speaker and fully involved in discussion. Contribution, whether you put the group objective above your own. Verbal communication, your fluency, your command of the language, maybe English. Then non-verbal behavior, your body language, your confirmation to the norms, whether you will be able to abide the rules of the company. And decision making and cooperation, all this will be dealt in the group discussion. All these skills will be tested in the when the GD is performed in the organization. So this activity, what if we are in the classroom atmosphere, this might be possible where I will be giving you a topic and you will be discussing and I will give you the reviews and comments on from my side. So okay, this is an online platform. So that's how we can wind up this today's session. Maybe you can if you have your Google when you have your own group of friends, if you are 10 together, you can have a Google Meet session and you can start the conversation and you can self evaluate your performance. That can be done, or in your live class things can be done in a very systematic way. Okay, so we can wind up the session with this GD. Hope this class was informative. Thank you.